Salvation is coming, fight to be first in line. That's the tagline of this board game, and they aren't kidding. It's a fight for survival on the planet of Arkosa and a competition to keep your colony alive long enough to bribe your way onto the next rescue mission. Arkosa is one of those rarer board games that you don't see around too much. It was brought to market via Kickstarter back in 2021, and I believe that it is currently out of print, although I've seen some listings for secondhand copies, but there's not a ton of them. It's a real shame because this game is really quirky, really unique, well designed, and it's actually in my personal top 5. Like, it's been in my top 5 now for maybe 2 years. I think there's quite a lot to love about this game, and here are some of the things that I really like, and I'll get into some of the things that I don't like maybe at the end of this video. The first thing that I really love about this game is the characters. So there are type A and B colonists, and you can collect 6 colonists and have them in your hand, and at the end of each round you actually have to feed your colonists, otherwise your morale will decrease. So it benefits you to have more of them, but it is also more expensive. Something that I really think is quite interesting that you can see in the character design of this is that the outcomes in this game are not dissimilar to the Night Cage. But the design of the game itself gives you a completely different experience. Like, the Night Cage is creepy and eerie and scary, whereas Arkosa is more bright and fun, but it's also very foreboding. The second thing that I really like about this game is building your bunker. So throughout the game, you'll be collecting materials and then building rooms in your bunker and powering them. And at the end of each round, and there are 3 rounds, you will activate all of your rooms and get things from them. There are some special rooms at the beginning of the game, and you get to choose one. So some of them are quite unsavory. Cannibalism is something that is sort of quietly going on in the background on Arkosa the entire game. It's just sort of something that pops up occasionally and you're forced to confront it. The next thing about this game that I really love is the bribes. So in rounds 2 and 3, you can claim bribes, and then you have to collect the materials to make the bribe throughout the game. And at the end of the game, if you've done that, then you will be able to make the bribe to the rescue mission. If you ever do play this game, you will need to snap up the bribes really quickly. I didn't, and you can see in the footage that I only have 2 of them. And then, I ended up losing this game, not solely because of that, because of a lot of other reasons as well. Of course, there are things that I don't like this game as well, and I'm going to share just 2 of them. They're actually for the exact same reason, which is that the first one is the medical system, where your colonists get injured and then they get healed. And the second one is the raids that occur periodically. Both of these systems, at least in my opinion, they don't really add challenge to the game. They're more of just a barrier that you have to get through in order to get back to the main gameplay. And for that reason, we didn't play with them in this most recent game that you're seeing us play. In summary, I don't know if this game will ever come to print again, but if it does, then I think that Arkosa is definitely worth your time. It's a game that I'm glad we have. It's definitely not one we're going to declutter. And it's probably going to remain in my top 10 or maybe 20. As we get more board games, it becomes harder to remain in the top 5, but I still think it's a very good game.